What's up, everyone? Welcome to season 2 of Fulfillment Project. Less than 1% of podcasters make it past 20 episodes, and this is number 26. Thank you for being a part of the Fulfillment Project community. Oh, we have so much in store. I've got 12 interviews booked in the next month. I remember when I started this podcast, I was trying to get one interview booked for the next week. We've got so many amazing people coming to you. You'll be noticing this hot new bumper music I got going on. I was working with an artist, and I still am. I've got my eye on the song I want, but with royalties and permissions and all this stuff, to be able to speak over the music as it's playing in the background requires all this stuff. I'm a total noob at this, so I don't know what I'm doing. So it's taking longer than possible. But in the meantime, I got the BAM! Yeah, baby. I want to bring some new energy to the intro here that kind of fits the feel of the pod. Okay, for this season, most of my big topics that I extract, the monologues I do, are going to come out of the long form podcasts. So I'll do a long form podcast. I'll extract some things from there and then launch into them a little deeper, extrapolate them, and synthesize them in my own way with some clear takeaways for you. But since this is the first pod of the season, I didn't want to do a long form. I wanted to reintroduce and get back into things. So today, the topic is agency. I don't believe we can achieve fulfillment without agency. What is agency? It means you get to choose what you are doing. Coffee's ready. In case it's not immediately clear to you why agency is important, it's probably one of the main reasons most people feel unsatisfied to begin with. You're doing a job that you hate, working for people you don't like, to make money, to buy things that you don't want, to impress people that you don't like. And chances are you're in debt up to your eyeballs, or you know people that are, and you're not acting with agency. You're acting as a prisoner. You're acting as a slave. Today is your wake-up call. This season of Fulfillment Project is your wake-up call. Remove yourself from the rat race. Here's the beautiful thing about agency. You don't have to control everything in life. You just have to control the things you're doing. And the beautiful part is, once you take agency and start living the life you want to live, things you want will be attracted to you, and things you don't want will be repulsed from you. Here's 5 ideas to help you reclaim agency in your life. You can do it. You can start today. Little ways. Just find a crack and get in some agency. Craft a personal mission statement. What do you stand for? One of the joys of my life is making custom suits, and it's extended over the years to making most of my clothes custom made. I absolutely love it. And one of my friends I do it with was getting this phrase stitched on the inside of a jacket one time. And I said, "Hey, what is that?" And he said, "It's my personal motto." One of those things stuck with me. And over the next several months, I worked to craft my motto. Now I put it on top of all my stationery. I turned it into Latin because it sounds a little more elevated that way. But families used to have a coat of arms. They used to have seals, and it's what the family stood for, and it makes a lot of sense. It allows people to know you without knowing you. It allows you to have something to live up to, so in the dark and the hard moments, you can live up to it. What's my motto, my mission statement for my life? Well, it's this: growing in virtue, discipline, and relationship up to and into eternity. I want to constantly for myself be growing in virtue, prudence, justice, fortitude, temperance, wisdom, joy, courage, strength. I want to be growing in discipline, waking up when the alarm rings, doing what I need to do because I've decided that's what I need to do to get to where I want. Relationship. Relationship is the key of life. When we're on our deathbed, we won't be thinking about the things we have. We'll be thinking about the relationships we fostered and those we neglected. Those are my main things I want to focus on every day. So I've started putting that all around the place. I journal about it all the time. And I've had it for a while now, and I grow in a deeper understanding of it the more I have it. And it's my motto, which is really cool. If you can, craft a personal mission statement today that will guide your life. And maybe it evolves over time. Perfect. Here's another idea. Stop competing with everyone else to be the busiest person in the world and be intentional. Don't play the game everyone else is playing. You play your own game. Be intentional. Audit your time. Audit your week. Look back at the last 7 days and ask yourself, what did I do? What did I do that moved the needle for me? What did I do that I loved, and what did I do that I hated? What do I want to do for the next 7 days? And then when I'm in a low point, and it happens several times throughout the year, you know how it is. You're just in a funk. You can't get in the groove. I track every 30-minute increment throughout the day from when I wake up to when I go to bed. And I identify the peaks of the day and the valleys of the day. And every evening I decide how I'm going to adjust my next day based on what I learned today. Am I wasting a lot of time? Am I doing things that aren't filling me up? How do I need to tweak the day? And usually it only takes a week or two to get my sorry butt out of that funk. Switch from people pleasing to boundary setting. Say no with purpose and with confidence. And when you say yes, let your yes be your yes. Don't say yes to things you don't want to do. Set boundaries. Stop saying yes to everything that you don't want to do that's filling up your schedule and not filling you up. Stop filling your schedule up and start filling yourself up. That's an Andy Leonard original right there, I think. You could also try this one. Stop trying to be comfortable all the time and start trying to grow all the time. A lot of people, myself included, are looking for the path of least resistance to comfort. I want to eat, I want to sit, I want to watch, I want to be mindless. And that is not the way to growth. For some reason, that's what my body and my mind is telling me I want to do. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to grow. I want to be the best version of myself. Reject comfort. That's another area you're tracking 30 minutes a day will help. Where was I being lazy? Where was I wasting time? Where was I being intentional? And again, we're not machines. You can't be efficient 100% of the time, all the time. But you can be it more than you are. So make incremental progress in that way, and more begets more. The more you do it, the more you'll find ways that you can do it even more. Here's the last way I'll share with you today to give you some ideas on building agency in your life. Enhance or create the connections you have in your life. Build a personal board of advisors. I talked early in season 1 about the fact that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Find people and be intentional about selecting them, and even tell them, hey, would you be on my personal board of advisors? I need you to advise me on becoming the best version of myself. The business that I run, AKA my life, is very important to me. I have a lot of skin in the game, and I'd like you to help me make it the best it could possibly be. Create a plan for life. Who do you want to be? Submit it to your board of advisors. Have them tweak it. Have them give it back to you. Reflect on it. Argue with them, and then create an action plan for what every day, week, month, and year of your life looks like to become the person that you wrote down in your life plan. And then quarterly, semi-annually, annually, meet with your board. Converse with either as a group or individually, maybe both if you can manage it, and have them give you feedback on the person you are versus the person you said you wanted to be. Every company has a goal, and the board helps them get to that goal. And there are shortcomings and failures and environmental changes that need to be navigated. It's not a straight line from A to Z. And remember, you can't have problems with problems. The only problem in life is having problems with having problems. Problems are going to come. That's why you need your board. That's why you need your counselors, your mentors to help guide you through those hard parts of life. These 5 things I just mentioned can help you start taking agency of your life. Try them. Start to feel the difference. They make all the difference for me in my life. And I could draw a direct line of correlation between fulfillment in my life and agency in my life. And when I'm not feeling fulfilled, It's often because I am a slave to something. I am a slave to my appetite. I'm a slave to my bed and the comfort of sleep. I'm a slave to laziness. I'm a slave to not doing the thing I need to do because it's probably the hard thing. Agency in my life makes all the difference. I'd like to encourage you to increase the agency that you take in your life. Wake up. Wake up to the day. Wake up to the moment. Wake up right now. If you're listening to this in your car, wake up. Take agency. Fulfillment is not found. It doesn't happen by accident. It's built. It's intentional. It's serious. If one of these 5 things I just mentioned speaks most to you right now, that's probably where you should start. If anything seems like, yeah, I could do that. I could do that today. I could do that tomorrow, this week. Do it. Something's speaking to your heart right now. Grab onto it and do it. You don't have to do all 5 at once. Sometimes when you take too much on at once, it kills you. So start with where you're at. The most important thing is that you act. Acting is connected hand in hand with agency. Every one of us is just one choice away from being more fulfilled. And we're one choice away from being less fulfilled. We're at a fork in the road right now. Take the path of fulfillment. Thank you so much for tuning in. Season 1, we've got so much coming up for you. I can't wait to see you again next week. Please like and subscribe and share this with a friend. We'll see you next time.